Speaking of friends, you're probably playing fantasy football with your friends.
With your pals.
Stop, that was such a good one. Okay.
Oh, we did so good this episode.
I know, I'm so proud of us. Okay, anyway.
Do you have friends? I don't.
Hey.
My mom only paid her like a little bit to be here.
Stop. Kim didn't pay me a dime.
Oh.
She just promised me a place in heaven next to her.
Next, what about me?
Well, she has two sides. You can be on the other side.
Jesus, my brother's already up there though. He's gonna be waiting.
Stop.
That was dark.
Wait, literally same. Okay.
I made like I was talking about how like I have because one of you again here we go rambling. One of you decided to find a video of me pranking my brother, and someone said you said your brother died. Let's talk about math, sweetie. Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. People can, in fact, have more than one of those. It just so happens that I was talking to the alive one, if that tracks for you. That was kind of nasty. Sorry. But yes, I have two brothers or had, and now I have one. Thank you. Oh, anyway, back to the point of that rambling, because I rambled off the point of the point that I'm rambling on.
Love.
That's English. I was with my friends Kale and Brendan last night. Hello. If you watch DNVR Nuggets, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And they let me sit in the middle like I was so popular. Anyway, where am I going with this? Oh, yes. Dead brother. And I said something about like having a dead brother and they were like, whoa. I'm like, listen, I'm like a comedian here. I'm not, but I would love to be.
We joke about trauma.
And yeah, that's all comedians do. So just...
Yeah, that's actually
Call me
one
John
of the
Mulaney.
ways.
I don't know.
That's one of the ways that we
don't
bonded.
do that. He's like an addict.
Not anymore. He came back from rehab. Well, I mean, you're always an addict.
Okay, well, back to fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Full circle, baby.
Listen, I wanted to talk about just like a couple of NFL fantasy football sleeper picks because, right, we're doing fantasy football with our friends or strangers or whatever. But I wanted to talk about a couple sleeper picks because I'm sure people are going to be doing their drafts all over like the next week as the first game is September 5th. So I just have a few of them, but I always think that these are super fun because like if you somehow end up with like some super random rookie that like no one would ever blink twice at, like those players are always like the ones. Yes. 2 blinks. I always say, and since I can't really wink, I blink and then I say double the wink, double the sexy. And so I just blink at people really hard. Yeah.
You like see like a cute guy across the bar.
Yeah. He's like, did you
Should I try that? Should I try that next time?
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't be single. See, I'm doing everything wrong.
I think, that's what you need to do. Very cute. I love.
Very demure. Very cutesy.
Very demure. Oh my goodness. But like, I just think that like those are the players that always end up like winning for you because the people that you think are gonna do good sometimes play like shit.
Because people be sleeping on them.
Yup. Sleepers. But the first one that I wanted to talk about is Brendan Rice, who is a wide receiver for the Chargers. Yeah, so I think he's a rookie.
Do you?
I know he's a rook. A rookie rook.
A rook.
Yes. And so he is someone that is like a really good deep threat receiver. And the Chargers just got a new offensive coordinator in Greg Roman. And Greg Roman is like really set in kind of like the kind of offense that he likes. And he really likes to incorporate run game, but he also really likes deep threats. And so...
Same Greg.
Yes.
Are we twins?
Oh my gosh.
That's so crazy.
And so with their quarterback and everything like that, he has a really good deep passing game. And so I think that they're going to end up being like two that have a really good connection and not like, because especially teams that like are not like the best teams in the whole freaking world, because those are the teams that everyone's picking games on and stuff like that. But bad teams need to have some good players that like do something.
That would be nice.
Right? And
Cade Cunningham.
True. Exactly.
That's like, it. That's
someone scores your points. Someone gets you down the field.
Someone gets you to not have only 20 points in a basketball game or 14 at least in a football game.
Literally. And so so he'll be someone that like is going to be just one of those people that people don't really think about. He's a rookie and he's a wide receiver for the Chargers. But I think he'll be utilized a lot with Greg's new offense and the way that
Greg.
he kind of does that. Truly. So that's a good one. Another one that I really liked is
Rico?
Buc-ee Irving. What?
I thought you were going to talk about Rico.
The next one that I have is Buc-ee Irving. First of all.
Like Buc-ee's? Have you ever been to Buc-ee's?
No, what is that?
Caitlin.
What? What is it?
You've never been to Buc-ee's?
What is
The
Buc-ee's?
gas station? Why are you so uncultured? Jesus.
Is that the one that's like B-U-C?
Yes, bitch.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was pronounced Buc-ee's.
You're lying.
I was thinking like
The fucking mascot, and that's how you thought. You thought this guy.
Buc-ee.
You thought that was foreign? Okay. Wow. So anyway, Buc-ee's is amazing. Okay, so Buc-ee's is the Costco of gas stations. If anyone wants to know.
Okay.
If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, oh my God, you're literally insane. My dad and I love Buc-ee's. Hi, Dad.
Hi,
There's
Dad.
like, look how many gas stations there are.
There's so many.
Or pumps. There's like 50. And of course, they're the best in Texas because I love everything's better in Texas and everything's bigger in Texas. And they just built one in Denver. It's like an hour. They have everything there. They have like home decor. They have like Oakley sunglasses. They have
Okay.
They make their own jerky and barbecue and like banana pudding.
I love
Anything
this game.
that your heart desires, you can wish for it and it'll be there. Yeah, they sell like artwork, like fancy, like $5,000 artwork. Anyway, just because I had to talk about Buc-ee's and I can't believe you've never been there. It's disgusting of you.
I'm so sorry, but you want to know the best thing about this Buc-ee?
Yes.
Is that he plays for the Buccaneers.
That's
Stop. Okay, honestly, like if you guys don't
Stop.
draft him on your fantasy football just because he's Buc-ee that plays for the Buccaneers, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
I can't believe his parents named him Buc-ee. I haven't gotten over that yet.
Oh my goodness. No, it's pretty much.
Anyway,
I love it. It's super
There's
fun.
a point in there somewhere.
But so he is a running back, and the Buccaneers also have a new offensive coordinator named Liam Cohen.
You know what's funny is I'm just laughing to myself because in my head I was making a joke and then because I was going to say what if the point is the friends we made along the way?
Stop.
Sorry.
Here we are. The friends we made along the way.
Oh, I like literally was laughing out loud at a joke I made in my head. Wow.
I am so dead. I love that.
I promise I only have like a little bit of mental illness. Okay, continue.
The thing about the Buccaneers is that they were ranked last in their run game last year. Yeah, so super bad. And so someone like super bad.
Not bad.
Super bad. Yeah. So someone like Buc-ee Irving coming in and being a fantastic running back and having this new offensive coordinator whose literal main goal is to fix their run game.
Yeah.
He's going to be utilized up the butthole. Like, he's going to be utilized so much. And so
Sure is.
fingers crossed for a good O-line to, get him some holes, get him some yardage and help him out a little bit. Because, last year, like Rashad White, who's their other running back, literally averaged like 3 yards a carry. And so, again, another reason that they're last in their run game. So, but he was great. He's he's one of the best in receptions, though, Rashad White is. Like, he's literally one of the highest, like the third highest running back with, like, reception yards. So. Period. Yeah. So he'll be great for, like, those types of things and stuff like that, for, like, the short passes, the lateral passes and stuff like that. And then someone like Buc-ee Irving will be really good for their actual run game. And handoffs and stuff like that. So I think that he'll be a really good sleeper pick.
Go Buc-ee.
My next sleeper pick, though, is kind of funny because you're going to be like, why is he a sleeper pick? Kirk Cousins. Okay? He's my sleeper pick.
Okay.
That sounds super
I'll
random.
walk with you.
Okay. He was QB8 last year, like the like 8th best quarterback and everything like that on fantasy. But like a lot of people are like, okay, he's with the freaking Falcons now.
He's
like,
also geriatric.
and he's super old. Exactly. And so not a lot of people are looking at him. They're looking at the rookies. They're looking at the third years. They're looking at the Dak Prescotts and the Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that.
Hi, Dak.
Hi, Dak.
If you're watching this.
Exactly. So they're looking at
I'm
the
not
younger
attracted to you.
guys.
Don't get any wrong ideas.
Stop. But they're looking at, these younger guys. And so Kirk Cousins is going to start falling off more people's, like fantasy drafts and everything like that. But the thing about him is that he, is on the team with the easiest schedule in the NFL. And so I know that that's like super random, but it's not something that people really think about. If you're playing against like predictably the worst teams in the league, a lot more compared to other teams around the league and people with, better quarterbacks. But if you're comparing him to someone like, the Chiefs or whatever, like, okay, Patrick Mahomes, but he might have the hardest schedule in the entire league. And so he might not get as many points. But you have Kirk Cousins, who has a really good offensive team around him. They have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson as their wide receiver.
Bijan, like the dog?
Yes. Oh. Close. It's like Bijan.
Oh.
Is that the same thing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Same vibes.
Moving on.
Yeah. But so
Carry
they
on.
have, that's their team of their wide receiver one, their tight end one, and their running back one. And so he's got a really good team around him and a lot of really good people to, I guess, utilize his quarterback skills. And if they're playing against all the easiest teams in the league, that probably means worse defenses, which probably means they will have more receptions, more running yards and stuff like that. And so he'll get a piece of that.
Slay.
Yeah. So I know that
Those are your top
super
three?
random. Those are my top
Those
three.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I have for those ones.
I'll give you 3 sleeper picks myself.
I would love that.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay, let's share. Starting off, let's talk about Matthew Stafford with the Rams.
Interesting.
So Stafford managed to finish as QB 15 last year, and that's despite missing 2 games and no Cooper Kupp, which shit gets real when you're missing Cooper Kupp.
Truly.
I love saying his name. I've always have.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. Anyway, so it's obviously hard to imagine that he'll fall because Cooper is back and they've got an upgraded offensive line, specifically in the interior. So they lost defensive coordinator Raheem Morris, and the Rams defense may take a step back. So that would put, I think, LA in high scoring games. Essentially.
Yeah.
So I think his ADP puts him behind Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and Kirk Cousins. So with Sean McVay on the sidelines, I think he'll be a great value choice as a QB2 or low-end QB1 if you prioritize your resources, friends, for elsewhere. And then we have another QB, Will Levis, who plays for the Titans, which I don't really care about the Titans, even though I'm from Nashville, but I know a lot of my friends are. So Levis is a dual threat quarterback. He's entering his first full season as a starter. With upgrade. The Titans, upgraded their at the wide receiver position. They've got a new play caller. Their new head coach, Brian Callahan. And, he was in Cincinnati, so he has a track record of success. I mean, it's hard not to when you have Joe Burrow, but he also brought his father, Bill. Yeah. Who's one of the best offensive line coaches in the league.
Stop.
It's a little father-son duo.
I love.
This has nothing to do with Will, but I might have to like the Titans now. So Levis is currently ranked behind Geno Smith and Bo Nix by ADP. So you don't have to... Someone posted this and I thought it was hilarious and I'm stealing it. They said you don't have to squint to see him outperforming that position, at least as QB2. But I might have to squint because I have really bad eyesight.
Me too.
Anyway, and then of course, as I mentioned earlier, Mr. Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, baby.
So, Ezekiel Elliott is back in Dallas. But what was I saying? Oh, yes. So Ezekiel Elliott is back, but he's 4 years removed from his last Pro Bowl season with the Cowboys in 2019 and set career lows in yards from scrimmage and touchdowns last year. Ouch. Boo.
Ow.
Ow. So Dowdle split time last year in the backfield with Tony Pollard, who is now in Tennessee.
Twins.
Why'd you leave, Tony? So the Cowboys offense may take a step back depending on the CD Lamb situation.
Interesting.
But I think Dowdle should have plenty of opportunity to finish. He was RB 44 last year. So I think he has a chance. So I think people might be snoozing on him.
Sleeping.
Snooze-a-roozing.
I think so too. I think that he'll be like a really good end of season pick, like a pick that maybe doesn't start really well, but once he kind of figures out the game with Dak Prescott and just how that works and his place between him and Zeke and stuff like that. I feel like the end of the season when he really sits into his position, he'll be cruising.
Cruise-a-roozing.
Yeah, baby.
Don't snooze-a-rooze and then you can cruise-a-rooze. Period. Hi, friends.
If you liked this clip, feel free to click the link somewhere below, either on our legs or in the description. And it's going to be the link to this full podcast. The full podcast is out on all platforms. And make sure you like and subscribe while you're here.
Like and subscribe. Put those little ring bell thingies on.
Get notifications.
And if you want to watch the full episode, we'll also have that below.
Go team.